Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Second and 11. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's got this down to the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Back to throw now on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Hey, Haywood! Check Mike 46. Check Mike 46. Bring it. Bring it. Ready?
They'll look to throw here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Getting the sack to 227-pound linebacker Quan Alexander.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's a cornerback in for the sack, Tre'Davious White. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. It'll continue to be interesting in these wet conditions how these kickers fare, but first test, passed.
And how about how the special teams unit handled that? A lot of concentration to make sure the ball didn't slip through his fingers. After the snap, got it down and let him pop it through the posts.
Come on, now, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
That's right.
Working from the gun, Wentz. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equanimeous St. Brown. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, Orbit.
On 2nd and 9. Wentz going deep for Diggs. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Stephon Diggs, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Eagles have taken the lead. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
On the ready.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's get off the field, D. Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. Hey.
They'll set up to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Ready?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Wentz. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown.
Single.
Wentz now on first down. Buying time to his left. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Playing the snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Roll out. General West. Under team. Hey, Foxtrot. Foxtrot. Kill. Hey, turn it out. Get it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And oh, it's complete. What a catch at the 7. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 51 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Williams. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They're going to look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Two down. Hey, Alpha. 57. Mike, 57. I got it. Here.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
They're running it. Hey, kill it. Hey, Ford, don't kill it.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. And he's able to find Diggs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Throwing is Wentz. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. The first down screen pass, good for 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing now is Wentz. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Straight 15, straight 15.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 44. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquise Brown as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2.
Here we go. 180. Hey, stand. Begin. Kill. Bravo.
Wentz now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now Gurley. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
First down, Kansas City.
Come on, set. Ken Lobo. Great. Sam off.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
First down, Chiefs.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Got him in. It's Brown. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Butker's kick here is good. And we are all tied at 16 apiece. It's another field goal, his third of the game. Maybe not exactly what you're looking for, but does bring him level now.
I like how you put that in there. It brings him level, right? Because if you're talking about kicking, bringing that soccer analogy in, I love that one. I love that one a lot. You don't want to go for it on fourth down and come away with nothing, right? Go ahead and kick the ball. Make sure you get some points. Even if it's a safe call, I think it's the right call.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Trying to lay one up deep. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
They go play action here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Set, ready, 30 base.
That's what I do.
Snap.
Off the draw, here's Williams. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Second and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category.
Watch one. And let's pin the mirrors back and go 2.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going deep for Brown. It got his man complete. He's at the 30. 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Hey, Red 5-2, out here. 53 to Mike. Here, shoot.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Their own 45-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Check 24, check 24. Check 3, check Check 3. Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check 31. Look at me. Go. Hey, lock it.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Watch one. Here we go. Mike one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Rock it. Undercut. Hey! Jim. Check.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20, 10, 5. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run. Sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Stay with your man. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Step.
2nd and 5. Over the middle here to Brown. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 4. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Larson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards up.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Switch.
They'll try and choose some clock with Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
5 down. Stand up in.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Here's Williams to return. A good return there, 17 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. He's got it at the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards.
First down, Chiefs.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run it again with Williams. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They come out here in the I.
Check my 46.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the kick by Butker is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Kansas City, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.